is it. I just started a timer on my phone for 1 hour, 55 minutes, and 11 seconds. I apologize that that's not on screen, but that is the timer after which we will fight Amalgalich. Yay! And that'll be the end. So we've got to do all of our final preparations today and then get the show on the road. So last night on stream, we played around in the Lost Cities. We were perfectly survivable until a little mishap with this Assimilated Ender Dragon boss who did a decent little number on our armor for a minute, but we got out. Everything was fine in the end. So we're going to want to watch out for that guy, we learned, but other than that, we pretty much just want to make sure we have like an excess of wine. So I'm going to get a batch or two brewing straight away, meaning I need to go harvest grapes. And then once that's all done, we need to, I think there's one little boss we have to fight to get the item that we need to spawn Amalgalich. And then we will be ready. Hopefully that all goes smoothly as planned. Because today's the day, no matter what. We're as ready as we can be. We're going to go give our friend Amalgalich a swift little lobotomy. And then that'll be it. Then we'll have to decide what's next. So, if you're watching this later on YouTube, if you're watching this now, no matter who you are, consider joining the Discord, which is linked on both the YouTube page and the Twitch homepage. That is where we are going to be voting for what the next series is. That vote will probably take place tomorrow morning-ish, because I plan on streaming tomorrow and we need something to stream. So maybe we'll start a new series. Maybe we'll do the play around in some Minecraft server like I proposed also doing. But one of those things will be happening tomorrow, so we should put it to the vote. I'm sitting on my stairs. So all that to say, if you like Discord and lobotomizing Amalgalich, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment, bboytm is good at RLCraft. Thank you. Yeah, so there's the intro. We are making wine and passing time. I need this to last another hour and 52. Whoa, that's new. Okay, I'm surprised that didn't like clear the wine, but whatever. I need this to last long enough because I clickbaited the title of YouTube that I survived 100 hours, so if it doesn't get to be that long, they're probably going to ban me for life. And we don't want that. So, let us get a brewing. There's a storm a brewing for Amalgalich. We really don't need that much wildberry wine, TBH honest, because as long as we keep our effects up, we'd never need to use more. As long as we're using the purple, the grape wine, then we're set. But, right, if we run out of effects and need to get them up again, obviously, no wildberry wine equals no alive. So, we're going to make one more batch of that, probably another batch of grape after this, which means we're going to have to go find some grapes from somewhere. I'm sure there are some growing near some waystone we have. Else we will just stand in the grape farm for a little bit while my green thumb makes them grow. Hello, buddy. Oh, you know what? There is no audio. No one got to hear me squishing the berries. You may be wondering, why is there no audio? I have no answer. I don't remember the button to reload audio. F3T. Now it's gonna freeze for a minute, and then we should have sound. I don't know, that's a weird one. We've had that happen like when I launch it too early and then I'm like away from the game for like an hour while I finish thumbnails and stuff. Oh, you know, that's interesting because it's still not working. So bear with me. This is unfortunate. But you get to see my big, beautiful face. You get to see baby Trev in the background. He's here for the finale. Oh, my PC's just muted? Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That's a pretty easy fix. It's so weird. I actually downloaded this app. It was like $2, by the way. Like, it wasn't even a free app. That, like, locks my volume so I can't accidentally change it. For some reason, though, and I think I can actually make it happen here. Yeah. If I spin my volume dial really fast, I can mute it, but I can't get it below 100. So it's like, what happened there is I must have accidentally bumped it, spun it a lot of times, somehow muted it, and now it's fixed. You get to hear me splat. You get to hear me keep wall jumping too, which I can't do when I'm trying. As soon as it is an accident, wall jumps galore. So, luckily, you've had my charming voice this entire time. You haven't missed any description of our plans for the day. We've got wine brewing. Let's run to a nearby village and just grab a few more grapes. Another stack should do, and then we'll start looking at getting the things we need to spawn Amalgalich. Ender Talisman is going to be big, because I know that Amalgalich has the suck attack, where he sucks you so hard that your soul leaves your body, I think is the description. And so... I hate it. You want to be able to get away from that, basically, so your soul doesn't leave your body, is the moral of the story. Okay, no grapes. Do we warm up with the dragon? Nah. He's just doing his thing. He's not hurting anybody. So, where are the grapes? Something tells me that if there were grapes in this village, they are not here anymore. So, now I've lost the waystone. Hello? Oh, there we go. Everything's burnt. It all looks the same. There's no grapes in the desert. Confirmed. One of these times, we're gonna find a... I mean, we've got the purple. It's like kind of right. No grapes? Or no, they might be uppies the hill. No. Back down. Ow. Priomuras. There's no grapes in the desert. Zorkurer. There's no grapes in the desert. Mrokmured. There could be grapes here. Okay, so apparently the hardest part of our finale is going to be finding more grapes. I think we should actually just go stand in near our local vineyard and get the grapes to grow. There we go. I cannot find waystones today. I think my eyes are sleepy and they don't want to look at the screen, but it's too bad because we're here to win. There's no time for sleepy eyes. We've got 1 hour and 45 minutes before we fight Amalgalich. So, our local vineyard. Apparently I can't find that either. Yeah. Since the grapes will grow over here, we'll just do a few loops, and that should get us everything we need to make all of the wine one could ever want. While we collect grapes, What's going on, chat? Happy finale. Please do throw suggestions for the next mod pack in the chat if you wish to weigh in. As I have mentioned a couple times, we're going to vote for what's next in the Discord, and the winning vote is what we'll play. So if the winning vote ends up being, like, Care Bears, we're doing it. It will at that point be beyond my control. Okay, turns out the standing in the grape so that they grow is a terrible plan, so Astrobot luckily is not a Minecraft mod pack and therefore will not be put to the vote. And even if it was, I would overrule that one. Oh, you know, when you put it that way, when you say Astrobot like that, actually, could be a really good point. This is the slowest game of whack-a-mole I've ever played. Give me grapes or give me death. And frankly, that's true. Like, give me grapes or Amalgalich gonna put the whipping on us. Unsubscribe for now, Astrobot is crazy. I'd rather play the game of the year. Oh, wait! I was also thinking, you know what would be really crazy? Actually, two really crazies. The first, I'll start with the first one because it's not even close. I was like, what if, in addition to hitting 100 hours of stream on the day we beat RLCraft, what if it was also like 100 IRL days? It was like 65 or something. The other thing, and I'll give you the most up-to-date information. I see the hearts in the YouTube chat, by the way. They're not lost on me. The other crazy thing is we are sitting at a solid 94 subscribers on YouTube. If we hit 100 on the 100-hour finale, you know, it'd be kind of crazy. I went wacko. I've been having shorts go live every, like, 3 hours or so for the last, like, 24 hours. Just to, you know, make that final push of viewership for the finale. And it turns out YouTube hasn't been a big fan of that. None of them have done that well. They've all been okay. Except the last one. The last one stuck at like 50 views, which, like, I know how this goes well enough to know that that one's now dead forever. I don't know why that happened, but the rest of them hopefully have convinced people that I am such a good creator of moments. And they will say, I wish to go see him beat Amalgalich, and it will be so cool. And that's how it'll go. So if the grapes could grow so we could, like, do something else that's actually worth talking about, that'd be cool. Let's just go back. That ought to do. I should actually practice using the Ender Talisman. It's not that it's hard or anything, just I should get used to, you know, quick swapping to it and making teleports happen. Because truly that's going to be, like, life and death in the arena. Okay, I think it's quieter on the stream, but scooping up the grape juice is kind of really loud in my headphones. Also, we've just learned that 4 grapes equals 1 bottle. So this is good news. Cool. We've also still got a monstrous number of bottles of enchanting. Those were really coming in handy to keep our armor repaired in the Lost Cities. Anytime things got sketchy, we threw some bottles at the ground and were able to quickly repair a bit. I also realized we should finish upgrading stealth. For a couple reasons. One, if we want to try to take advantage of some invisibility in the Lost Cities, it will be nice to have that stealth level. Also, since we sneak to deal extra damage, I think that having a higher stealth level will make it more likely to actually get that damage bonus. So we've gotten a couple. We are now out of levels. We spent so darn many putting things on these nunchucks. We spent our entire life savings. But that's okay. Thinking if there's anything else we've just accidentally missed in these menus. I don't think so. Sprint speed would be good, but I think the way we already zoom is nice. I think that there's definitely a better bauble than the inertia stone, but speed in the Lost Cities has saved our lives many times, so I think we hold on to that. We've got plenty of these antidote potions, invis. Kind of trying to make sure all is accounted for. We might as well wear our tool belt while we're around home in case we need our mirror or anything to teleport. We've got lots of burritos. Maybe while our wine cooks, we'll go grab just a little bit of extra pinky meat, since that is the ingredient we're missing in order to make oh so very many battle burritos. Again, that's just like the wildberry wine, where as long as we don't let it wear off completely, we should never need to eat more than one, but I'm not risking it. No, I think we need to go down, right? We decided our nether portal was on the roof. Okay, so I've hit bedrock, and I'm clearly just a fool who doesn't know what he's talking about. So let's try the opposite direction. Oh, the colors are so blah. I can't see the particles. I'm blaming everything to explain why I'm doing a bad job of parkouring up this hill. So thank you for believing my copium. I hopium. Yeah. 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 You. Okay. Where them pinkies at? We are gonna use our nunchucks because they do have the advanced looting. Yeah. So if they would like to reveal themselves, yeah, you. This is very rapid. I'm gonna put the chest plate on. No sense dying this late in the game. I looked at our health and got a little bit concerned, but when we put our chest plate on, we were missing a bunch of health because of the strength and vitality. I'm also wondering, why are our hearts not numbers? Is it when we eat battle burritos, we don't get more hearts, do we? Yeah, they give you a little bit of absorption. Okay, yeah. Just making sure every bit of survivability in the cities is accounted for. I'm blown away by the lack of pinkies. Usually there's, 100 to swarm us. Bravery is here. Ready? Big jump. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. I'll be here all night. Nunchucks have decent range on them too. I'm actually a little bit concerned about range with Amalgalich. The Geonox Spear's got pretty good reach too, so it's fine, but like, since he has that attack that sucks you and is basically, it is an instant kill, I'm concerned about just being close, and when he starts that, you're already in range to just die to it. I don't know if that's a real concern, but I'm worried. So I would like to make sure that we're not greeting out too much damage. Like with Astaroth, I said, we're going to stand underneath him and we're going to click for hours. And that worked, but I don't think with Amalgalich it's going to be quite as easy. All right, we got 37. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know how to get home though, because that doesn't work. And I actually don't know where our portal is. Do we need to waste a waystone? That was a good trick. Yeah, because there's no way I'm going to find the little hole in the ground we came up. But I'm going to try. also gonna beat these guys up just because they were mean to us early in the game. I feel like getting a little bit of revenge while we're geared up is nice. A little bit of closure. Okay, I'm just trying to like demonstrate an impressive sense of direction. It's not working, so let's just not waste our time. Because we can't name it that. Rando Nether. So we'll make another waystone just as another emergency one. See how fast I banned that bot, by the way. Even though it wasn't published to chat. Okay, let's cook some pinky. Might as well split it up, be hyper efficient in our abundance of time. Yeah, lightning fingers for real, for real. You hate to see me coming when the... Or no. When you're in a fast fingers competition and your opponent is T-Boy TM. Was that good? Was that funny? Should we clip that? iPad tonight slows you down? That's a shame. I'm sorry to hear that. I will be a better mod than you today. I'm sure that's very difficult to hear. What's my WPM? Probably like 8. I do like the chicken finger, the chicken pecking. Not true. I would never. I used to do this. I learned typing on this game where you were like a monkey, like a gorilla, and that's all I remember. There was a gorilla. Thank you for your time. Okay, we need to re-uppies our grape juice. Only put 6 bottles in here. Yesterday we accidentally pulled our perfect wildberry wine out, but we got 1.0 again just by chance, so all's well on that front. Alright, cool. I think once we've got the grape wine out, this gotta be plenty of wine to get us through. I'm also thinking you can make a potion of mending, which will just repair your armor over time. We should look into that. Yeah, we can make that. The only thing is, like, again, potion sickness is a concern that we're creeping towards. But I think preventing our armor breaking is probably the top priority. We'll test it out. I've actually read that it's, like, terrible. And there's basically no point in even using it because it's so slow. But we're gonna try. So let me grab some bottled water. Ah, whatever. Make 6 of them. Oh, let me out. Honestly, one thing I'm looking forward to in starting a new series is not being so fast that I struggle to get in my door. Actually gets kind of old. And it's, you know, 100% skill issue, but still wish I had figured that out by now. But alas, got some bone spurs. Then I guess we probably grabbed more dragon hearts than we need. So everything else I think we've got enough of. Our pinky. Then what? We don't... I guess we'll still keep these potions of cure on us just because they don't do us any harm and they don't do us any good at home, so We'll just hang on to them for now. Okay, that ought to be plenty of battle burritos. So let me put them here, maybe. Kind of try to stay on top of things throughout today so we're not scrambling to get our stuff in order before the big fight. Making another batch of wine. Let's think about getting the Aberration Soulstone. No, the Undead Soulstone? No. Soul Cube. So yes, Undead. We need these Corrupted Skulls and an Undead Soulstone. Let's see where said things wound up after we beat Asmodeus. Actually don't know where we put them. We have them. I promise you that. Oh, no. I know where they are. We have to go to Asmo because we left them in shulker boxes here. Okay. I don't know why waystones are suddenly so loud again. I swear it was this one. Okay. Oh, we got some bread here. We've got a decent bow. What else? Some crappy chest plates. Bunch of rando junk. There we go. Or no. That's the wrong soulstone. We'll leave it here. And then we need shadow stone, which is... Okay, that's pretty easy. Okay. Back to HSH. Get away from the waystone as fast as we can. Maybe we... No, we really don't need healing at all. Also, maybe we have enough cat music discs. I don't know. Just an idea. I'm gonna just, you know... Oh, Spectral Silt. We could try to reroll the Poison Stone some more. See if we can get... Because we got, what? 3% damage resistance on it? Or yeah, the claws. So we're missing max health and magic shielding. I think that's... okay. I'm not gonna risk it. You know, we've got the most important thing, so let's not greed out. Okay. Why is... Oh, no. It's not the music setting. There we go. So let's make the thingy. Okay, yeah. We need to figure out how to get the Undead Soulstone. I know there's like a... Just like with the other bosses, there's a guy you have to summon and fight first. I just don't remember how you summon him. Because these are the ones with the really funny shaped altars. Apparently the summoning altar is really small. Oh, it's... Okay, so that was not... Google was not correct, but it is quite simpler than the previous ones. I see hearts happening. Thank you. Much love for the homies. Then we need a soul key. Do we have an extra? No. Sorry, I was caught up in I was lost in the sauce, and the sauce is cat. So, what are we doing? How's it going? What are we doing? I know, I love the song. It's so good. There's the Shadow Stone, and then we just need a soul key. So yes, I was looking for our soul gazer. Plus a nether star and some diamonds. make the base soul key, which I figured we had saved over here. I mean, it's quite an easy recipe, but we had it on quick order. What's the worst part of that song? I'll tell you. The end. Every part in between, magic. Great magic. So what we're fighting now is the Lunar Grue. You know how much we hate Grues. My only concern is he might be hard to see, which could make this a little bit annoying, but I don't think it's going to be problematic. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's no Groff sauce in that song, which is very sad. Oh, we jumped too freaking high to place the blocks. Okay, and then it's 2 over on each side. We technically need to fight this guy at night. It feels wrong to fight him now. Poor guy will be out of his element. He doesn't deserve that. Let's slap you on. Let's get our poison stone, because why not monster him a fap as fast as possible. Let me... That. Let's roll. Bah. Okay, he's not weak, but we do monstrous amounts of damage to him. He hurts through our armor, which is surprising, but that was the fight, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. I'm hoping Amalgalich goes something like that, even though I know better. Also, he dropped Ender Pearls, which reminds me, that is another thing we could bring to the Amalgalich fight. Because if our talisman is on cooldown and we need to zoom, that could be an issue. Alright, let's make the soul cube. Undead. There we go. And then the summoning altar otherwise is the exact same as the one we've made 10 different times. Let's go fight a Rahovart. I want to see how much our nunchucks monster him. Let's go fight a little bonus boss. We could also do an extra Asmodeus. We could do all 3 today. What do we think about that? Little triple feature. Ooh, let me get all my things in order. And then, anything we're missing? I think not. Soul key. How embarrassing would it be to get there and not have a soul key? I would be very sulky without a soul key. Are we out of nether stars? That's an oversight. We had oh so very many up until this point. Where have they gone? Who has broken in and stolen my nether stars? Is this secretly an SMP? Really? I guess we need to go summon a wither? But then we need to be careful, because if we don't have stars for summoning Asmodeus or Amalgalich, then that's gonna put a damper in our plans. We've got an hour 20. How many wither skeleton skulls? I know we have more than that. Okay, I know we have more than that as well. 12 is better. I don't know if we'd have any lying around any other random place. Probably not. Does not appear so. Okay, well, we're still gonna do a Rahovart for the heck of it. We just can't do a ton of extra bosses. I guess we're not gonna make another Waystone either. We'll just deal with what we have. We could go pick up the one that we left in the nether. Actually, yeah, let's do that while we fight Raho. No, but then we'll be lost. We still won't be able to get back, but whatever. Let's do it anyway. We out here. You know, I forgot about the whole part where we need to fight a wither, so we're doing it in the nether. Which is probably fine, because we fought, what, like 20 of them here once? That's why we had so many nether stars. I'm gonna stand right in his boom. Because I'm not scared. That did not hurt at all. Everybody. Come get some. Come get some. Come get some. What's crazy to think about is we didn't eat the battle burrito. We're just very strong. Okay, well that was remarkably simple. Where is his thingy? I have no room for his thingy. How could this be? Okay. Shoot, that means we also have to go home and actually make the soul key. One moment. I came unprepared for this, but that's because literally we weren't. We didn't have the stuff. Not my fault. Blame somebody else. I'm just a boy. Cool. Let's go do a silly little Rahovart fight just to warm up, you know? That took a concerningly long amount of time to load. We're gonna summon him right in this flat. Okay, that guy's kind of ugly. Oh, look at him, teeth. Big old teeth. Boom, boom, a boom, boom, boom. One boom, boom. I did that so wrong. Oh my goodness, we need more diamond blocks. I literally have no idea what I'm doing, chat. Streamer is clueless. Streamer is clueless. We need more diamond blocks. We have the soul cube, so we did remember one of the three things. I guess we remembered the obsidian too. That counts for something. Not an absolute fool and moron. Just mostly one. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Diamond. 1, 2, 3. Diamond. We have not left ourselves enough room. 1, 2, 3. Maybe. There we go. All right. Should we time it or should we just go on vibes if we felt like it was very, very fast? We're going to battle Burrito. Might as well overkill him. Okay, get out of here. I'll look at the stream duration for how fast we kill him. We're currently at 42:20. I'm gonna start at 42:30. There we go. It's like you don't even have to try. But you can't insta-kill him because there is like a cap of damage. That was 12 seconds. He can only take like so much damage per hit, I think. And so that does kill him faster than our Geonox Spear just because they both hit the damage cap and it's there's nothing you can do to make it go faster. Once you hit the damage cap, it's purely a matter of hits per second rather than damage. Well, cool. We've gone and done it. We actually net gained nether stars out of that. So we actually might think about doing that a couple times for levels and just getting some extra nether stars. Is never a bad idea. We can put away our skelly skulls now as our emergency nether star supply. We can also, if I can ever find the L button on my first try, get a few levels of sprint speed now. Couple, because they're very expensive. Go do one more, Raho. What the heck? We out here after all. Just make a few of these. No, that's actually a terrible idea. Cancel. And then for diamond blocks, we're going to do it right this time. And let us go do it again. Run it back. Make sure we actually have everything this time so we don't look like fools in front of the viewers. And I make a foolish move of clicking the wrong waystone. Whose mans is this? It's me. I am the mans. I really got to do something about this jump height. It's out of control. I don't know if it's purely me. It feels like you literally cannot click fast enough to tower up when you're this fast. I also wonder, the arena for Amalgalich is probably pretty similar to this one. Maybe taller. I'm just thinking, like, we were stuck in the arena for Asmodeus, but we were able to switch to our elytra. I don't think we'll have time to do that in the Lost Cities, but, like, this guy we could just teleport out. I don't know if we'll be so lucky during Amalgalich, if there'll be like a cheesy escape route that we can take. But surely we can't swap to an elytra without insta-dying, so I need to see if the game will be so nice to give us an escape route or not. Why are there so many Vorach? Yeah, I'll remind you all that the Vorach is a mob who moves with remarkable speed. That is a reference. Oh, it's a tiny geese. He's just a baby with tiny little slow legs. He can't even keep up. Oh no. I got boom boomed. Oh, Gast, you're gonna kill him. Aw. Didn't even get to play with my new friend. Can we jump all the way to the Gast? Yeah. I don't think I got to finish my sentence. The Vorach moves with remarkable speed. That is a YouTube short, which is linked on screen now if you're watching this later on YouTube. I've actually gotten really good about marking the stuff on screen. I've been consistent. I found a system. And by a system, I mean just remembering to go back and do it. That's the system. Pat myself on the back for that one, right? All right. See if we can... No, we'll kill him Geonox Spear this time. Ooh, but maybe looting matters. If looting matters, we should finish him with the nunchucks. We can get some extra stars. But like, you know, like I said, the nunchucks might do this a little bit faster, but put some respect on the Geonox Spear's name. Because this thing, it's crazy considering how, like, long we've had it. We've never felt the need to get a different weapon, except for some of the, like, totally bogus Lost Cities guys. Plus we can splash damage with it. Okay, we got 4 stars that time. Nice. Gained even more. Can you guys please leave me alone? Did you not see me just take out, like, the demon overlord of fiery scariness? Which I think is his full name. You know, when you know you're in trouble because your full name comes out, that's what they usually... That's what they scream when that guy's in trouble, so... That must be his full name. Okay. Let's get out of here. Route 23. Actually, that could be true. We've kind of... Between the tier list episodes and the streams, we've definitely killed him tens of times. So... Let us now, we can afford to make a couple of extra waystones just for emergency use. So we need stone brick. Let's just make, let's go 2 more. Never hurts to have some extras, right? They won't help us to escape from Amalgalich since you can't build in his arena. But I think that having them just in the Lost Cities in general, it definitely saved us yesterday when that fake, scary, ugly Ender Dragon attacked us. So we will make sure we're prepared in that way. Let us actually make 1 more soul key. So that we're ready when the time for Amalgalich comes. Then we need the same as usual, 4 diamond blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 16 obby. I've actually never called it obby on stream before. That was the first time. I've actually deliberately been avoiding saying it, and it came out. So now you know I subscribe to the obby terminology. Cool, cool. Let us finish putting junk away, check on our wine, and then check how we're doing on time. Our wine is cooked. So, okay, I split that stack and then used the wrong one. I guess we get 2 extra bottles out of here. And 1 out of here. That was the wrong one. Cool. So this is our wine supply. This is it. That ought to be plenty, but hopefully that lasts us long enough to beat the boss. Our timer reads an hour. We've got an hour before we need to fight Amalgalich. I don't want to rush into him too early. Right? Because we are... If we don't get to 100 hours, that's just unfortunate, you know? It was like our whole goal. And we're currently only at 99 hours. So we need to stall for 1 more hour. It's okay, we're gonna find something exciting to do. Maybe we will go doing Asmodeus. Fight all 3 bosses today. We would just have to remember how to get the Aberration Soulstone. It drops from that Scarlet Bat guy, which came from the, like, art structure. Let's see if I can do this from memory. If I can do it from memory, everyone has to like the video and say, and comment, TBoyTM is good. I don't make the rules. Let's grab some obsidian and see if we can remember how to do this. This guy last time would have been so much more annoying to fight if we didn't have the warg skull. He like zooms around so fast. I think it's like the weird heart one. I just don't remember like where literally any of the blocks actually go. So we're kind of improvising. All right, get ready. Type your comment, TBoyTM is good, in case this works. Yeah. He's a gamer. A gamer with an impeccable memory. See, it's like the repulsion also doesn't help, but he's so fast. Regardless, it wasn't an issue. We handled that. So, shoot! Now we have to do it again. I accidentally summoned a beholder. Who we can ride. Do we ride our beholder into battle? No, he's too ugly. All right, run it back. Once was not enough, as it turns out. Okay. Literally, this jump height is driving me crazy. Like So, and 2 little cherries on top. We have to waste our Amalgalich soul key, but that's fine. Stay in the arena. There we go. See, once he's paralyzed, it's GG. Geonox Spear OP. Confirmed. Alright. Let's make the thingy. I actually don't remember how. Demonic Hearts and Aberrant Stone. Soulstone and Cobble. We should have some of this left over from last time, right? It could be in the shulker boxes at in the end. No, it shouldn't be if we used it in a crafting recipe, right? Whatever. Let's just make more. We're balling out so hard that why would we be efficient, right? It's like once you're a billionaire, you don't have to like... No, I'm not getting doxxed. Or not doxxed. Canceled? I don't know. I'm not saying mean words. Even if I strongly feel them. That's such a stupid monologue. My cat's feeder says it's going to start in 5 minutes, even though it's supposed to start in 2, even though I told it not to run tonight because she's so full of... Her bowl is so full. Also, her feeder has one of the little cameras, so you can, like, check on, you know, see that there's food. And I'm in it! I can see me! I'm not going to show you, though, because my office is messy. That's also not true. There's, like, not a speck of dust in here, but... I'm still not showing it. Is your cat also starving all the time? Yeah, Oh, I should show everyone my favorite meme. I'm gonna do it. Here we go. Bear with me. 22/7? What are the other 2 hours of the day? Okay, let me pick this button. Image. Meme. I'm gonna have a permanent placeholder thing on in OBS that I can always show you a meme if I want to. There we go. This one. This is my favorite. Why is it empty? As you can see some of the bottom of the bowl. That's all. That's my favorite meme. Thank you for listening. Alright, let's go fight the next boss. Since we're just memeing around for a bit. 1 piece of food gone. Yes, I guess the Great Depression is so real. Where is Asmo? Apparently we did this a long time ago. I'd say our cat is not like that now. She's like... I appreciate this about her. She's very food secure. She doesn't worry about her resources because she knows that she has us under such a tight whip that we will fill it if it gets empty, basically. Some call it trust. I think it's more of like she knows that she could like scratch us if we don't give it to her or something. Where did we had extra nether stars, right? I'm not a dummy and used all of them. What do we do with them? Huh? Huh? Oh. Oh. Do we really have to go find another wither? How did this happen? We got, like... No, they're somewhere, because we got, like, 3 more after spending a few. We should have like 3 or so. Bear with me. It's not even that we can't go get a new one. It's that I know we have them and I refuse to be a fool. Even though my refusal to be a fool is in itself an act of foolishness. How has this happened? I love that sound. Wait. Wait. Mojang, hire me for sound effects. What that mouth do? That mouth do. Wait. Okay, whatever. We're going to get another nether star, I guess. I'm so confused, though. I swear we had multiple backups. But alas, we do not. Should we fight a wither right outside? We'll fight it at ground level, but away from our house. We've come too far to be silly. I wish I had an item that like made me half a block taller instead of jumping so high. Then I could actually build. Okay, so why have you gone and done this? I've been nothing but nice. There we go. Do we nunchuck him or spear him? Let's nunchuck him. Let's dribble him. Yeah, playing some Rocket League. Okay. How is he alive? He like sneeze on him and he'd be dead. I'm gonna punch him. Yeah. So strong, literally so insanely strong. You've never seen anything like it. Wowza, you're all so lucky to have a streamer who's so strong and funny and charismatic. And humble, put that on the list. Okay, let's make our soul key. Then we will go fight Asmodeus, hope that he drops more nether stars so we can make more soul keys so we can fight Amalgalich. I really think that, like... Okay, Cat, you're literally right in front of the camera. Pepper's butt, everyone. Don't. Please don't. No, she's stealing the night. She's stealing the night. No! You're wondering. The night. Okay, aha. There we go. It took me like a full 20 seconds to get him like vertical and spun correctly. Yeah, Cat, why are you doing this to me? So if anyone knows who that character is and wants to say in chat, I love him so much. Hollow Knight isn't off of our list of potential next games to play. My concern is like, I don't want to start Hollow Knight over and I'm pretty much done with it, but I'm not ready to start Silksong yet. That's kind of why I'm not fully convinced about that being something I'm going to stream anytime soon, but maybe someday. Okay, let's just... I wanted to look around, you know? We had multiple backup aberration soulstones. We did not need to fight the bat. We fought twice. Let's get our elytra. Out of range, out of range, out of range, out of range. I'm also thinking like, right, we need to have a good sense of the range of this if we're gonna use it to escape Amalgalich's sucky. His good sucky. It's like, I've also said a few times that I want to do like some server PvP stuff just for the heck of it. on streams. So I want it. Okay, well, that was bad. I want to get used to, you know, like quick block placement, stuff like that. That's just nice in some of those competitive games. It's really hard to get a feel for what that's going to be like when you're playing RLCraft and you're jumping 9 blocks in the air. It's like how our speed is so absurd that like anytime I'm slow, I'm like, I literally don't even know how to move anymore. Like, you know, when you get off of a trampoline or like out of a swimming pool after a long time, maybe is similar. And your legs just don't work. Maybe after skiing. I'm just making stuff up at this point. I think you get the image. That's what it's like when I go play normal Minecraft, you know, which actually I haven't done. I'm just assuming, but you get the point. Cool. We're now very low health because our chest plate. Let's heal up. We'll summon him. We'll crack him real quick with the nunchucks. I don't like that I said crack him, but it's too late to take it back. And then we will decide what else we do. We are 53 minutes, chat. 53 minutes away from 100 hours of RLCraft. Saying that made me feel like I was on TikTok the other day, which is something I really don't do often. So it is actually like a significant part of the story. And for some reason opened to like the live tab, and it was like one of those like selling stuff streams where they're just like absolutely spastically chanting, come on chat, really fast, do the bidding, come on. And it's like super annoying. And it's totally like bait and switch garbage where it's like they've got like a PS4 and a Nintendo Switch and all these expensive items piled up on screen. And then it's like, this person won the bid. All right, good luck. Come on, good luck. And then it's like, here's your Temu garbage. And it's like, one of them was like it was like personal blower. And it was like just a plastic hair dryer, basically. And et cetera, you get the point. I thought that was funny, I think is what I can't get my fingers on my keyboard. Sorry. I couldn't find W and I panicked. And then like, oh, he is so very ouchy on my head. It was funny because they'd be like, ignore the trolls in the chat. Come on, ignore the trolls, chat. And then they'd like ban anyone who said anything about like, it seems rigged. That's a stupid story, but now you know that I had this experience and thought it was worth sharing on the internet. All right, let's finish him. I think we're ready. You know, we're just tanking it. He is extremely ouchy, but luckily he's not like the Lost Cities where our armor breaks. So I was never too scared, but okay. So he spawns a bunch of ugly idiots when he dies. They're like, we'll avenge you. And they're actually just ugly. They're not avenging nothing. I also realized and forgot to say, when we killed Rahovart with the spear, we didn't get very many levels since it doesn't have adept. And that's why now we're level 114. I should have probably gotten the last hit just to, since we want to finish off our L menu. Okay, let's get the nether stars. I don't know how we picked them out of the pile, but that's good. And does he drop anything else we care about? Probably not. Nah, let's just get out of here. Which to do, we must take to the sky. If we can, there we go. Cool. So we've now fought 2 of 3 final bosses today alone. I'm thinking that Amalgalich is going to be a little sketchier, but I really think we're going to be able to stand in there and do some real damage so long as there aren't too many parasites spawned all around us. I think building the arena in the sky could help, like, prevent some spawns. We're going to try it. All right, we now sneak at full speed. Look at this. This is basically vanilla Sprint. The way we sneak. Okay, so we're gonna not spend our soul key this time so we don't run out of nether stars, but we've got everything we need to summon the final boss. Let me just declutter. We need, what did I decide? 12, 16 obsidian. No sense in carrying around a bunch of extra. There's all the stuff. We just need to think about what we're going to do till then. Because, I don't know, the clock still says 49 minutes. I don't want to finish boss too early. Because, like, as important as the boss to me. Here's the cat, everyone. Here's how we'll pass some time. The cat. I want to hit 100 hours. Right? It's the title of the YouTube stream. And I see people hanging out in the YouTube chat who came here for a 100-hour celebration. And if I don't give that to them, why would they ever come back? Valid question. Maybe we could go play around in the Lost Cities for a little bit. We could go try our luck at the Assimilated Ender Dragon boss who rocked our world yesterday. I think now that I'm, like, mentally prepared for him, though, maybe it'll be a little bit better. But I am a little scared of him breaking our armor because he kind of did half of its durability in, like, a second. Okay. However, we do have a world backup. So if all fails, we are able to restore. It's like no amount of keep inventory is going to save you if your armor breaks. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen because I don't know how we'd... Like, do we just lose RLCraft? I don't know. Find out this time on Dragon Ball RLCraft. What I think we should do in the meantime is I've done a poor job of, but I have done, prepared a special celebratory bird pick of the day experience for all of you. What do we think about that? I'm also sorry, Beirut, that you would unfollow. Thank you for your brutal honesty, though. I know that you're here solely for the 100-hour experience. You will not be clip-baited. Clip-baited? That's not the word. So, show you the bird or get beat up. Oh, God. Okay. Let me think about actually how to do this. That came with a plan, but it's not a very good one. So, here I have this folder in which I have the picture or pictures. Ooh, how do we know? We don't. I think that this is good. We'll start like this. We're gonna work bottom to top. Oh, what is opening? I opened a picture and it was like, oh, do you want the last 30 pictures you had opened all at once? I'm like, no, not really. Okay. I think this is how we need it. What if I put it over here? Nah. Put it right there. Okay. So now I go... Bear with me. I didn't practice this like I normally do. Gonna switch to bird pick of the day. Although this is not the picture. We also had the dark-eyed Junko, who's really big. I love him because in this picture it's snowy, so he looks like a penguin. They're just nice little guys. They got that herd mentality pretty good. They hang out with their buddies, and I think it's cute. We also had the... Actually, don't know if I know his full name, but this is an egret. I love him because He's very tall. He reminds me a bit of myself. Long and kind of funny looking. And so that's what he and I have in common. We also had the Java Finch. He's just a pretty little guy. He looks kind of like your standard finch, you know? But he's got this really pretty pink beak, got a nice white cheek, and he's very chic. There's your poetry for the day. We also had the red-crested cardinal. This is like one of the probably best photos I've ever taken. He's just so majestic and pretty and sharp looking. It wasn't a haiku, I don't think, but if it was, I'm impressed by myself. So this is, like I said, the red-crested cardinal. He's a beauty. He looks like just a normal red cardinal wearing a cool coat. We also had the red-vented bulbul. So you can see why he's called... Okay, he's too tall for this. Actually, we're going to have to, like, scan him. So he has a red vent. His butt is red. He also looks like dusty. I think it's funny that it looks like they have, like, pollen on their head. They've got a very powdery head. He's kind of a little cutie. Love him. We also had... This guy might be a little bit long, too. The white-rumped Shama. So he's got a long white rump, even though it's more of his tail, but, you know, who's counting? This is the white-rumped Shama, a beauty. It was really hard to get his eye. I had to, like, do some pretty hyper editing to get it because his face is so dark and black and beautiful. We also had more Java finches, but these ones are clustered together on some sticks. We were on a hike when we saw these guys, and it was like, you know, when you do a long hike and you get to the end and you're like, oh, so beautiful. But what I saw was these birds. And it was even more beautiful than the view. That's not true. But he does have multiple brides. He is a straight up gamer at the end of the day. We also had the yellow-fronted canary. He's just a nice little guy. He's chewing on this leaf. I love his yellow color because it's like, it's not like goldfinch yellow. It's like highlighter. Like, it's not so insanely bright, but it's like just that shade of yellow that like looks almost like it would fluoresce under a black light. I can't explain it. That was a very early in the morning photo, and it was like kind of dark, but he got pretty darn close to me, which I was really impressed by. The next picture is actually the same guy. Have you mentioned that you love them? You absolutely have. And I love them as well, and I will continue showing you them. We have the same guy doing little nibbles on this orange flower. He's a little cutie. He was very hungry, so let the boy eat. This one was cool. I also got a lot of good pictures this day of the birds like drinking out of this flower. It was really cool. But this guy just does little nom-noms. We had another photo of the red-crested cardinal. This one's just sitting in a tree. This was pretty early in the morning, so it's a bit noisy, but almost in like a nice, charming way. T-Boy TM was in Hawaii. It is true. That is where these many of these photos were taken. Many of the cool birds. So, same guy, just with his beak looks like a pistachio in this picture. I can't explain it. We also had... This is, to me, the best photo I've ever taken. I'm obsessed with this picture. This is a... You'll see a couple names for him. This is a warbling white eye sitting on this beautiful pink flower. I don't know what the flower is. It looks like a really small banana flower. I don't think it is, but it does kind of look like a little pincer. But he, this is just such a good photo. That's all I have to say. I love him. He's so beautiful. We also had, I think we're about halfway through. More recently, the brown creeper. I love how long his beak is. He also is really hard to get a photo of because he's so fast. This guy will not sit still. He like jerks around all crazy like. We also had a picture of my dog who will be appearing soon, but we didn't have one of my cat. So just to be fair, this is Pepita, who you saw on camera a little bit ago when she walked in front of it. This is just a nice picture of her eyes in slit mode, which ironically is the opposite form of when you think she might slit you. We also had, I'm going to skip the video of the yellow belly sapsucker because it's not going to let me put it on here, but we had a video of a woodpecker one day and it was fun. We also had these turkeys the other day. Turkeys plural. There's one on the left. Don't miss him. He will feel excluded. Pepita so sweeta. It's true. The lady of the hour. We also had the wood ducks I accidentally showed for like a minute, so we're going to skip those. We also had Mama Goose sitting in her nest with this little fuzzy in her mouth. I got to see her babies the day they hatched and were still in the nest. I did not get to see them leave the nest, unfortunately. That would have been crazy. But yeah, she's just keeping her eggs warm. She sat there for a month and a half, 2 months, and then little babies who maybe there's a photo of coming up soon. This is the picture of my dog that I promised. This is Lincoln. He's very sweet. He's an old man. Old man. Our elevator's still broken. It seems like it'll happen forever. And sometimes he's just a little bit slow on the stairs, but he's a very good boy. He does his best. We actually had to stop for someone on the stairs yesterday because it was late at night and I guess Lincoln was just too tired to handle it. And we stopped and like got to the corner so a guy could get around us. He was like, "Oh, you can keep going." I was like, "No, this is a really old guy. He needs a minute. He's doing his best." Promise we're getting near done. We also had a few pictures of this green heron who I still get to see every day. He's just standing in the lake hunting for fish every time I go by, even though kind of more so hunting for tadpoles. There were several more shots of him. I'm only going to show one more of them for the sake of keeping this moving. But this is when I got him catching a fish, which was so crazy. It's a tadpole. Admittedly, it is a bullfrog tadpole, and it's really big and ugly and slimy and gross. Yeah, it was really cool. And then he caught it and he like thrashed his head really fast to like snap it so he could swallow it whole. Very yucky. But I'm glad he got a meal. As we continue our bird of the day rewind, we also had, apparently Lincoln's picture popped up in here again. We had these cute little goldfinches. So you saw the yellow-fronted canary. These are goldfinches. Very different yellow bird. So pretty, chilling on the hook. Lovely couple. Beautiful, in love. I actually don't know if they're both males or not. Frankly, it's Pride Month and I have nothing but respect for them. That's Mama Goose again. I already showed that one too. How is this happening? Okay. That means we only have like 3 or 4 more. I clicked the wrong one. This is the red-vented bulbul again. So sorry. I meant to show you this red-winged blackbird who I got perched on this cattail while singing. So it's like triple whammy. Him do scream. He was sitting on a perch singing. So pretty. I do like their song because it's like right on the fine line between a scream and a song. We also had this sweet little common waxbill, who at first I thought was a female Java finch, the one that you saw earlier with kind of the white cheek. She has kind of the red eye patch and the colorful beak. But nope, common waxbill, entirely different bird. We also had... I thought I couldn't find this one, but here it is. The mourning dove. She's slaying this photo. She is a Diva. Literal girl boss, slay, queen, lipstick emoji, nails emoji, girl in red dress like this emoji. Where's her hubby? She don't need no man. Look at her. And then that's actually the last one. The last one in the list was the nuthatch again. Yes, thank you for putting the emojis for me. You're very nice. That is the RLCraft series bird pick of the day rewind. So I hope that there were people who got to see some new ones that they may have missed. I hope there are people who got to see some that they remember and were hoping to see again. But there's your reminder of most of the bird picks of the day that we've had over the last few months. Couple months? I don't really know. Now, in order to make that whole fiasco happen, I had to break my Windows setup along my computer. So let me fix my Twitch chat quick. I won't be able to see all of your lovely texts. Cats. Okay. You were so invested in the bird pick rewind that you burnt your dinner. I'm sorry to hear that. To compensate you, I will mail you one sandwich. Send me your home address, and I will mail you it. This was better. Glad to hear it. So, we are 27 minutes away from 100 hours of RLCraft. We are going to go play around in the Lost Cities. We're going to try to beat that Assimilated Ender Dragon boss. If things go south, our escape plan is to escape. If we fail to escape, then we just backed up the world. We will be doing a cheeky little trick to fix it if we lose everything here. But I think I also fixed keep inventory so it works for the final boss, because, right, 100 hours in, we're not starting over. But if they break our armor, keep inventory ain't gonna do jack. So let's get set up to go make this happen. I think we can take the dragon. I'm choosing to believe that he just caught us off guard last time, and that's why he kind of rocked our world. We just weren't ready for him. So we have antidote, we have flight. I think that's everything that we need for potion effects. I think everything else we get from the battle burrito. We don't need instant health potions because, right, that's not the problem in the Lost Cities. So let's get sipping and be on our way. I don't know if the invis pot does anything for us in the Lost Cities, especially not when we're actively in a fight, but we're going to chomp on it anyway for good measure. So wild berry first to level up our effects. Looks like we've maxed them. We are also inebriated, which is too bad. Then we can get all of our potions up to 5 minutes, and then we will be ready to jump into the scariest place in the world. Let me refresh my wine supplies. We shouldn't need wild berry, but we definitely want to have some extra grape on hand. We'll try to keep this potion of cure. If we get a viral effect built up, at least we can reset it for the couple of seconds that'll work. But we've got our emergency armor repair rations. We've got about everything we can bring, so let's go do a little warm-up. You'd rather have one lime tortilla chip? I finished them today. I can't even send you any of them. I'm very sorry. All right, Blight Witch, which I almost, like, switched the first letters in that sentence, which would have gotten me in trouble. Cool. All right, so let's just kind of warm up, you know. Make sure we're still dealing sufficient damage and everything. Nothing's broken. Holy heck on the chest plate, though, for real. Oh, it's because the dragon's here. Ah, I can't get close to him. I think I need to, like, really get up in his space. before he has a chance to, like, start throwing projectiles at me. We also need to deal with this guy. He's kind of being a problem, honestly. The dragon is also following us, so now we're kind of in flee for our lives mode at the moment. Okay, if we can kill some parasites, we'll be getting a lot more armor repair from the XP drops. I really think we should fight Amalgalich at night because we were not getting nearly this many spawns yesterday. Okay, our armor is full for now. I think we just need to find a way to avoid this guy's projectiles, really. There we go. Cheese him a little. Oh, geez. We've sent him packing. Oh, maybe he can't hit up. That would be nice. There we go. Now we're in there doing some work. Helmet's almost broken. Okay. Let's escape. Go to an emergency repair session. Oh, we didn't grab our potions of mending. Oops. Also, our magnet's not on, which is an issue for collecting XP drops. So before we go for Amalgalich, we are going to have to make sure that we bring some mending potions. Just for a little extra. Oh, something. Oh, I'm sorry, puppy. Why did you turn into a spider when you died, though? Maybe I'm not sorry. Okay, once our armor's full, which it should be here, we're gonna go try to finish that dragon. He's still down there. He's about half dead. You can still see his health bar. Okay. Just like, every time I'm like, okay, coast is clear. Let's go get him. There's 100 more things. Oh, he's here. Let's make sure our potions are up quick. Whew. Yeah, definitely having the... Oh, there's multiple. Having the sticky on our weapon is good, because if that parasite came up and had, like, made us drop our weapon, that would have been the end. What is hitting me? And can it please don't? The potions are... The bottles of enchanting are OP. Total game changer. Okay. We just let him fall to the ground, come back up, and then we hit him again. Kind of the game plan. It's not pretty combat, but it works. Oh, he's here. Oh, it's a new one. Oh, shoot. There we go. Big damage right there. There we go. He's done. Once we got in close enough, it was kind of easy. Maybe I was playing him wrong. You have to be careful here. There are a lot of guys. And it's tricky to, like, keep aiming your weapon when you have to keep looking at your armor durability so closely. Razor's Edge. It's so interesting the way they made this be that, like, literally health is meaningless. It's purely now, like, armor durability is a measure of whether you stay alive. I think it's just so interesting. All right. So we're doing fine. I really do think that this is good warm-up for being ready to take care of Amalgalich. Like, getting our sense of armor durability in place. Learning that the bottles work very well, as long as we get somewhere safe to use them. I also forgot, we were talking about whether... Okay, actually, Ender Talisman out of the cobweb. We were talking about whether the Ender Talisman will be able to get us out of the arena. We can fly. Just fly out of the arena, right? Alright, buddy. Say good night. More like say goodnight to my boots. Finish him. Finish him! There we go. So, another thing that I'm noticing is that when we, What is the thing that I'm noticing? I actually don't know. I forgot. I think subconsciously I still know, so like I'll still be smart about it, but I'm gonna say something about damage or armor durability or something. But we took out the boss, so let's go home. Let's kind of regroup. We killed 2 of the dragons, in fact, so not bad at all. We're gonna let these effects wear off. That's fine. Let's test a potion of mending. Oh, we never finished making them. Guess we got a crafting rune too. Probably don't need it. Definitely don't need it. We're about to be done with the game. So, let's finish those potions then. And then test how they are with our slightly missing durability chest plate. Bear with me. We've got 18 minutes for the big battle. Cool. Actually, how do we make this mending 2? We might as well, since we're going to extend its duration. Glowstone dust? Yeah, could have guessed that. Should have guessed that. Alright, as soon as this is done, we test it. And then we just make sure that, like I said, we put this in our wine build. I couldn't tell if we were getting potion sickness. I didn't notice it. I also didn't have time to pay attention to what was going on with status effects. But here's mending 2. Does wildberry wine make it better? It's level 3. Okay, so 3 is the max. But yeah, look at our chest plate. 8, 89. 90. Where's the durability? 721. Yeah, so that's not going to amount to anything. But if we escape battle with like 10 durability left, then we'll know that the potion of mending made or broke us. I also have an injured potion effect. I don't know what that is. I'm also thirsty now, apparently. We do also have potion sickness, so... Oh, that's probably what the injured and the thirsty are. Their consequences of potion sickness. I don't know. I want to better understand if that's something we should worry about. Potion sickness injured. Minecraft. Wow, that's very useful. Okay, one moment. I'm going to run away and then we will finish up preparations for the end of the series. We are so back. Okay. So, there's literally no useful information about potion sickness. Okay, whatever. I think we're gonna... I don't feel like the mending did enough to justify the fact that it moves us closer to potion sickness. Because it says that one potential debuff that you get from it is like it damages your armor. Okay, well, that seems a little bit counterproductive. So we're gonna not bring it. I also don't think invisibility, you know, so, like when we're standing on those roofs, the parasites like slightly ignore us. Actually, maybe the invisibility is doing a lot more work for us than I'm appreciating. Let's make some more invis. And then we are, chat, 13 minutes away from 100 hours of RLCraft, which is when we will fight the final boss. So stay tuned. Very big things are to come. including me deciding if I know how to make an invisibility potion. I don't want to look it up, but also I don't want to look dumb in front of my friends. It is fermented spider eye. Not what I thought at all, to be honest. And then we might as well extend its duration as well, even though we're using the wine, right? If it takes a... Oh, it is Potion of Night Vision first. That's why I got out the Glycering Melon / Golden Carrot. I don't remember why we made the Glycering Melon. What potion was that? Because Night Vision's Golden Carrot. Let's learn as a group. Glycering Melon juice, yummy. It makes... Oh, it's just a base. Oh, instant health. That's what we used it for. Potion that does us nothing in the Lost Cities. The question posed in chat is, y'all have friends? Me? I do. I have people in chat. That's all I need. And a maroon t-shirt. Because I did laundry this morning, as I promised yesterday. That makes me want to yap out this story. So, I was watching literally my own YouTube videos yesterday. I was watching back last night's stream. You know, checking audio, checking a bunch of stuff, not like staring at myself and thinking, ooh, what a handsome man. And the stupid AI thing kept popping up being like, hey, do you want me to ask myself a question about the video? I was like, you know what? Sure. Do it. Ask yourself a question. And it was like, do you want me to ask myself, why he cares about his clean clothes or something? And I was like, sure. It's like, okay, my answer to my own question is, it's because he wants to look spiffy on the stream or something stupid. It used the word spiffy. I was like, where the hell did you even get that? And then my favorite, which I'm actually going to read aloud for the class. It was also like, hey, do you want me to ask myself, how does he view his YouTube growth? Which is such a stupid question. Like, I view it negatively. Darn viewers, why are you like, what? It said, he sees it as a positive trend, driven recently by consistent uploads of YouTube shorts featuring specific content, like Jonathan Grath, Grath, so totally just not even the right name, which significantly boosted his views significantly. I just don't understand why this million, trillion, bajillion, quadrillion dollar industry of the absolute cutting edge technology decides definitely this viewer wants me to ask myself a question about his own video. And then I'm gonna like not even form a proper sentence in response to my own question. It's like me talking to myself on stream, like I just say words that don't really make sense. Yeah, so never again. It turned out to be a rather colossal waste of time. It was in fact not able to tell me. I don't even know. It was so dumb. But I thought it was funny that it was just like so intrusively saying, hey, I have a question for myself. Can you click this button so that I ask it? Okay, we also are going to leave these potions of cure behind because the antidote potion does fine, which again makes me feel silly that we spent so much time pursuing the potion or the antidote vessel when it turns out we could get the same effect from the potion. Now we have to think, I should actually, in the meantime, since we have a mere 8 minutes before the 100-hour mark, I should go build up a tower in the Lost Cities, since we're going to try to spawn this arena in the sky, I think. We're also, like I said, going to fight him while it's nighttime in the Lost Cities, because then we get vanilla mob spawning, which should just reduce the potential parasite load. Sounds like we're talking about malaria or something. Parasite load. Okay. You know, maybe I don't want to do that yet. I'll do that when we actually go to do the fight, because I need my potion effects active, and I don't want to go through a bunch of wine just to go build the tower. So we're going to not do that. I don't know if nighttime is at the same time as Overworld Night in the Lost Cities. Regardless, I don't feel the need to, like, stall for all these 7 minutes, because, like, you know, he's going to take probably more than 7 minutes, maybe, to fight. So we'll hit 100 hours, is my point. And if we don't, I'll make sure that the outro is 7 minutes long. That's what we'll do. Okay, any final upgrades? This is it. This is bringing us to the end of RLCraft. Let's get every single duck in a row. We've got everything we need to summon the boss. We've got our blocks to tower up. What's missing right here? Magnet needs to be on, of course. I guess we just had our water there before. Oh yeah, we don't have a tool belt anymore. Sad. Okay. So normal wine is going to go there, because that's where we need to, like... Aw, Blight Quillbeast was killed by Brucka. Okay. I regret the way I've done this, because now I don't know where to put battle burritos. It's fine. Like I said, we should only need to eat one of them, because then we wine it up. All right. This is the moment. Let's go start building the tower. You know, we're just going to bring, like, an absurd amount of wine, because we have nothing to lose except everything. And that'll give us time that if we have to stall until it becomes night, that's okay. So, potion of wings. Potion of antidote. Potion of invis. Get rid of the bowls. Drink, right? That's everything? Yes? Oh no, battle burrito, duh. Battle burrito. Wild berry wine. And we know that this isn't enough to give us potion sickness. Our concern remains that as they apply negative debuffs to us, that accumulates to where we start to get risk of potion sickness. Luckily, the Ankh Shield clears inebriated, because otherwise you get, like, super bad nausea, and it's actually terrible. Oh, Medikit. Where's our Medikit? Is it in the tool belt? We do want that on us. It is not. We want that on us, even though it won't do nearly enough healing to actually matter. I am confused. I'm also going to go ahead and grab the instant health pots, just so they're in our inventory. I'm also not, because apparently we used them all. Where did our Medikit go? How do I keep losing, like, single items? Very confused. Okay. I'm not stalling, but I am afraid of how this is gonna go. I don't know much about how to correctly fight this guy. But time's a-wasting. Let's move towards it. Okay, this is gonna be annoying. Okay, this is perfect. Except it's a little bit annoying with our shield, but I can't take off too many baubles since they do damage reduction. almost feel like we should have brought 2 stacks of cobble. I'm a little scared of not going high enough, but it's fine. Okay, and then we need... Oops. Are we gonna have enough? Pretty chill up here. I'll be honest. I never thought we'd find such peace in the Lost Cities. All right. We had 1 block of cobblestone to spare. Your streamer is an exceptional planner. So here we go. This is it. 2 minutes from 100 hours. 2 minutes and 11 seconds, if you're curious. I'm so sorry about the shield noise while I'm trying to place blocks. It is very annoying. You know, this is kind of awesome. I can't remember the last time I was, like, genuinely nervous in a video game. So thank you, RLCraft, for bringing that feeling. All right, this is the spawning structure. We've gone through some good wine time already, so let's fix that. And all that's left to do now is hope for the best. So that's wildberry, that's normal, that's normal. We can fly. We need to put this back on for undying. We've got all the potions we can need. And remember, we are trying to do this with the Geonox Spear. As stupid as that may be, that has been like my #1 goal this whole series. To show it can be done. You do not need God tier nunchucks to beat Amalgalich. I'm eating an extra battle burrito for fun. Okay. This is it. 40 seconds to 100 hours of RLCraft. So technically, if we beat him in 30 seconds, we could say that we beat RLCraft in under 100 hours. This is it. Everything has led up to this. I kind of want to know if it's possible to, like, go out and place a waystone out here. Because, right, if we die and need to get back in here, that's going to be pretty annoying. This doesn't mean it worked. It might still tell us we can't place it. Oh, okay. Nice. Here we are. This is it. There are parasites, so we're not completely free from that. Okay, our nunchuck or our spear does damage to them, which is good. Where is your hitbox? Okay, that's the sucky attack. Turns out walking backwards is sufficient to avoid it. But this is an instant kill, so if you get pulled in by that, it's GG. And we're good. Seems like we had plenty of warning. Just trying to kind of fight him away from the parasites, right? Okay. I feel like this is going a little better than I expected. No? I'd like to get rid of these reapers before they give us fear. Okay, he's sucking. Oh, he'll get rid of the reapers for us. How nice. Oh, shoot. Okay. We don't want to leave the ground. When we're off the ground, we're at huge risk of flying into his sucky little mouth. Where's your health? Okay, this guy's like immune to the spear for some reason. So that guy is just impossible. Some of the parasites, for some reason, the way that they resist the damage, it's just, you cannot kill them with the spear. He is doing suckies, so let him finish that. Then we're gonna go in for more damage. So far, I think we over-prepared. But things could still happen. I don't know what phase 2 brings. We're there regardless. 100 hours of RLCraft, and we're walloping the final boss thus far. He hasn't done his sucky in a while. Does he still have a sucky? Phase 2 is nearly through. We're still doing damage like it's nothing. That's a really big geast. Okay. Well, get ready for GG's. Shoot. We ran out of Potion of Wings. I actually knew that our wine was running out, but I was too invested in finishing the fight to do anything about it. That was the final boss. Geonox Spear, easy. There was absolutely no problem there. We used like, what, 2 bottles of enchanting? So, RLCraft. 100 hours in the making. We beat it. We beat it like it was nothing. Big hearts in the chat. I'm astonished at how easy that was. Like that was literally, there was nothing to that. Despite using, like, everyone says, like, you need the god tier weapons. You need every perfect enchantment. We didn't need any of that. Like, and it was a quick fight too, and the hearts are going crazy in the chat right now. Of course, given we wouldn't have been able to beat that one random mob that spawned without the nunchucks, but that's just weird. Like, I don't know why that is. Well, let's get a chest so we can see what he dropped. Heart, 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 heart. I don't know where our waystone went. How nice of it to have one little platform on the outside where we can put the waystone, though. Wherever it is. Did it get broken as the arena kept growing? No, there it is. Amalgalich. I promised a lobotomy. That's what just happened, I think. So many hearts in the chat. Woo! What do you think about that? Woo! There we go. Just need a crate. Give me crate or give me death. Just drop some of this junk that we don't need. The hearts are still going crazy. Actually, I think that might have been a different emote. I didn't see it in time. Let's Sippy's wine. Make sure that we don't... Who's here? I'm scared that it's like when that Lost Cities guy came through the portal and rocked my world. I am still in shock at how that went. It's actually a lot worse here now. Now that he's gone. I'm concerned by, like... Not concerned by, like, I'm just scared to go into this grouping of guys to grab the drops because I don't know where they are. And now there's enough guys that they could do some damage to our armor. Speaking of which, holy heck. Oh, Magnet's not on. That's part of the problem. Now it's sucking in the XP. Okay. Where are the drops? I want them very badly. Just for fun. Okay, I'm gonna do some bottles. Doing okay on armor. Hello, Light Bomber. Bye, Light Bomber. Okay, where's the drops? Give me my stuff. I earned it. I hope the drops didn't despawn. I doubt it was any... Well, we beat the boss, but we couldn't beat Adapted Long Arms, unfortunately. Oh, shoot, your death point. Your respawn point in the Lost Cities is broken. Of course, the keep inventory thing here is like, well, sorry. It is what it is, you know? If we had died during Amalgalich, I didn't want to, like, completely lose everything and not be able to finish the series, but we rolled him, so what's it matter? Ouchie, ouchie. If you could don't. Yeah, there's still plenty of strong mobs here, but Amalgalich is not one of them. Adapted Mandicator. Or like Mandible. Okay, I really want you all to stop so I can actually get my effects back up. I see that the hearts are still flying in the YouTube chat. Thank you, thank you. Okay, we've made it to safety. Now I wonder how far we are from the arena. I actually don't know how we're gonna find it otherwise. I guess it should be really big. Oh no, we're inebriated. Okay, it's fine. So does our atlas work here? Atlas mentioned. I guess we just live here now. Welcome to our new home. This is called the Lost Cities. There are many like it, but this one is mine. This is our home forever because we don't have any way out. So, goodbye, Adapted Mandicator. So actually, from like thumbnail worlds, I knew that when you died, you spawned in a really weird spot. Oh, there we go, there we go. There's the home. It's very far. I think we're just gonna place a waystone. Just kind of cheating, but it's fine. Those arm guys, was it him that killed us? I need to look back in the chat. Adapted long arms. I actually don't know if that's the same guy. We don't have any waystones? How did we let this happen? I swear we had several. Did we put them down? Okay, well, we're flying back. What's funny is if we didn't fix the whole keep inventory thing is like, that would be the end of the series. We beat the boss and now we just live in the Lost Cities with nothing forever. But I do want to get home to outro. It's just going to be a minute. Curious if we don't do a little TV magic to speed this along. As this is not riveting content. We don't even have our frickin' elytra to speed it up. The wind talisman helps us move, but nothing like when we were wearing the elytra. What a boring last couple of minutes. On account of we're just flying. But we're flying victorious. We're flying having beaten Amalgalich. First try. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We did it exclusively with the Geonox Spear. No need for the God tier nunchucks. We truly accomplished everything we set out to do in this series. Need a flying bird emote. Yeah, that's true. I did say I'd make one and I haven't yet. Oh, we're okay. Yeah, so we're gonna borrow an elytra. We're gonna take out like a little IOU. Just yeah, cheeky little borrow. Can we activate it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, just gonna speed our way along. I'm still surprised that we didn't have a waystone in our inventory. I must have dropped them off thinking, you know, what happens now happens. Now we know for next time we play RLCraft, which I think we will come back for a hardcore run someday. Okay, now we need to go east. But I actually want to fight Amalgalich one more time with the nunchucks and see how much different it goes. Right? Because we absolutely rolled him. Can we roll him harder? Is there any point in rolling him harder? Not really, but it'll be fun. And that's really all. Whoa, I hardly cleared that roof. That was a little bit scary. Bear with me. If I had known the coordinates, maybe we would have just teleported back to the arena, but we're almost there. Nothing like some I found a tree. Nothing like unloaded chunk flying to signify the end of a series. We're very close. I apologize for the inconvenience. Anyone have any good campfire stories while we fly? All right. So we actually had to go like change some mod configs to keep inventory to work. We turned off the gravestone mod, but let's just get to our waystone. And then like I said, let's run Amalgalich one more time with the nunchucks just to see what it's like. I'm just curious. Like, we already won. I'm content, but there's science to be done. That's not ours. We took out a loan on that I don't intend to pay. Oh no, we lost like 100 levels. I guess that's a fair price to pay for, you know, getting to come home with anything at all. So do we have the things we would need to spawn him again? There's our freaking waystones. That would have been nice. We don't. So shut your eyes for a minute. Keep them shut. I'll tell you when. So crazy. You can open them now. I just sneezed, and when I came back, there was this, what is this called? Undeed soul cube in my inventory. I have no idea where that came from, chat. So weird. So weird. Where's our soul gazer? Let's grab a little more obsidian, and then let's, like I said, just go roll him with the nunchucks once. If we die to him while using the nunchucks, it is not only confirmed that Geonox Spear is good enough, it's confirmed that Geonox Spear is better. And that is what I need to sleep at night. You have 17k feathers? That's really cool. I bet you wish you had unlimited feathers like me. Sorry. I didn't mean to snap on you like that. I just got a little bit angry. Keep that ready. Let's head back. Let's hope that a bunch of new stuff hasn't spawned during our absence. Even though I guess we can just spawn the arena outside of the old arena. Yeah, but we're going to spawn it on the far side in hopes that our waystone stays there. You wish there were cooler channel point redemptions? Okay. I promise you that when we start a new series, which might be tomorrow, might be Thursday, I don't know yet, there will be more redemptions. I didn't want to turn them on today for the final boss fight, but like I also said that, you know, a month ago. So there will be more, and speed bridges will be worth it again. There'll be different fun ones. Oh shoot, he's sticky. He stole our spear. It's fine. Okay, the panic is pretty bad. Let's just build the shrine. Oh, we have the big jumps again. Okay, we're gonna spend a diamond block to build out this platform a little bit. I'm surprised that, like, it seemed like part of Amalgalich's spawning sequence was to clear out all of the mobs in the area. Which, like, I feel like given how cruel and unusual everything about the Lost Cities is, I'm surprised that, like, that almost feels a little bit generous. Like, prevent all of those crazy mobs from staying in the arena during the fight. Okay. So, luckily, we're already potion affected. Sir, do you know that I'm trying to do something? He's like, I don't care. Trying to do something too. Trying to bop you on the head. All right, repair up really quickly. Make sure we're going in full Dura. We've got our talisman ready. Armor's good. Wine's up. Battle burrito active. Magnet on. Yeah, that's embarrassing. I think it can't be contacting the edge of the arena here. Hello, goodbye, thank you. Bear with me. Unforeseen delay. Also, maybe these little things being spawned here. Oh, this one's too tall. Right? Yeah, that's the problem. Why are you breaking the ground and can you don't? I love when you freeze them and they just like... I was trying to watch to see if my microphone picked up the whistle. Did the microphone pick up the whistle? I don't know if, like, I don't know. Microphones like to not pick up whistling and I don't really know what to do about it. There we go. All right, Amalgalich 2.0 just dropped. Oh, shoot. There are still actually very many guys here this time. Could become an issue. Let's go ahead and try to clear that out if we can. Actually, once he does his first sucky, they'll all be gone, so let's throw this at him. I'm literally just gonna dodge his attacks until he does a sucky. Clear out the arena for me. Much appreciated, Mr. Amalgalich. Yeah. He's a nice guy at the end of the day. Say what you will about him, he's a helper. Alright, I want to get rid of this guy, because why is he still here? That frightens me. Hello? Oh, okay, he's dead. XP, please. Thanks you. Alright, let's make sure our potion effects are good, and then we're gonna get in there and do some work on this guy. See if we can beat him as fast as we did. That's not good. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh, holes in the floor actually complicate things. Not really, but they could make it interesting. Ooh, that guy being special is actually a little bit scary. He might do some real damage. He did not. Seems like his hitbox is kind of around his legs. Wow, what a riveting boss fight. Can I beat him without moving? Honestly, fix your game, Shivaxi, fix your game. What is going on? I still can't grab the stuff. Oh no, I got it. Or it fell. It might have fallen because of my magnet. Ugh! Ugh! Heavy bomber! We have found a heavy bomber, I repeat. Haha, we made him fall. It's almost like it spawns big guys after his death. Okay, we're just gonna experience gravity. Not the vanilla skeletons being like, hey, you wanna go? You wanna go? I trained my whole life for this. RLCraft skeletons be hitting their shots, but I think that they're a little bit late to the party if they're gonna want to fight me. We're a little too end game for that. All right. I still, sir, you made things go poorly last time and I don't appreciate it. Okay, let's drop things off. HSH. See what kind of loot is dropped if we can still find it, and then we will begin the end, even though kind of already happened. These bubbles are still here, which is curious. That was the wrong waystone. Lost Cities 2. I cannot move at the moment. Think it's better. Why am I so slow? What's happening? We have a potion effect? Stun. I'm stunned for 40 seconds? Okay, well, unfortunately, we're stuck here. We cannot move. I have no idea what caused this or what to do about it. "13 more seconds, chat. Bear with me. What is 10 more seconds in the grand scheme of having spent 100 hours in the world of RLCraft? There we go. Okay, now which edge of the building did his stuff fall off of? Okay, there are many things happening. I'm scared of most of them. Oh, there's probably the drops, but it's looking mighty scary in there. No, you know, that, like, maybe those cubes are from him, but... Oh my gosh. Can we just, like... Cat just stabbed my leg for no reason at all. Oh my goodness. There are very many things here. I'm surprised that we're alive. They must not quite be able to reach us, obviously. And the magnet pulling into XP is really helpful from up here. Ooh, that was a triple purple star craziness. I'm just holding left click until this calms down, to be honest. Where are they coming from at this point? Oh, there's a spawner. I suppose they could be coming from the spawner. It's like, you know, if we wanted to try to collect the sentient armor and stuff, seems like it wouldn't be too bad to farm up the parts. I just don't know who that guy is that spawned after the boss that killed us. Because that was crazy. Okay, let me just grab whatever we can. And this Wrath Pendant, I do think that's what he dropped. I was just curious. It looked like he was dropping the... like the mimic drops that we weren't able to get. Like we could get the antidote vessel from him or something. Is what it seemed like. Wow, what a good chest. I know you can find good things here, but 90% of the Lost Cities chests are terrible. I'm sure is the point. Like you need to look. You can't just walk in here and get everything. Terrible enchants for how big and scary the guy who dropped them was. Okay. I'm content enough. Except I want some of these cores. I don't know why. We're probably not going to open this world again, but... Oh shoot, we should drink wine. Will that help with our thirst? It will! That's it, everyone. Wine is a beverage. Wine is a beverage you should drink when you're thirsty. See, these like orbs and stuff are a lot of the parts that you need to make the only better armor and stuff than what we have in the game. But our inventory is just too full, so not a lot we can do about it. Okay. Ooh, this guy could be a problem. Let me rupture his spleen really quick. Do you get it? Because he was called a rupture. Yeah, I think we got his drops because we got more of the soul stones that you need to summon him. So I think that's what dropped from Amalgalich. And I want to go in this hole and try to grab the rest. Or maybe we just filled a stack already. We're in the basement. Still junk. What a bad place to be. Whoever designed this place, why would anyone want to live here? You, the designer, come live here and then let's talk. Yeah, weird. Okay, let me just grab Lob Darkling's charge. I don't know what that is. Very afraid to stand still, but I think we're high enough off the ground that we're pretty safe. Okay, let's be gone. Let's get out of this terrible, terrible place. with 145 levels and not one, but 2 Amalgalich kills under our belt. They said it couldn't be done. But the Geonox spear that we spent so many hours grinding early in the series was enough to kill the final boss. So to all the haters, of which there were none, nobody said it couldn't be done. I just have self-confidence issues or whatever they're called. They were wrong. Geonox spear OP. So really, I'm just going to dump stuff off in a chest and then we're just going to end. I don't know what to do now. Like, we beat the game. Usually I talk about what we're going to do on the next stream, but that's it. We beat RLCraft. We pummeled the final boss twice using my beloved Geonox spear. We did it with Golem armor. We didn't need silver. All was well. So before we end, I actually have a little surprise to reveal. I'm gonna throw some levels in the L menu really quickly. Sorry. No, it's not every day you have 145 levels. So if I come right over here, I've been very careful not to go this way during the stream. The reason being, if I turn up my render distance, I will clarify 2 things. One, no, I will clarify them after. If I turn up my render distance a lot, we're going to see a named shout out to some of the biggest supporters that we've had throughout this series. So 1, if your name is not on this list, I still appreciate you so deeply for being here. I wanted to include some of the people who have really kept the chat active throughout the series. The people who I've always seen showing up and supporting. Beirut, Tato, Milf Hunter, Luca, Corndog. I appreciate you all so much. I hope that you come back and continue to enjoy my future series. The other disclaimer was these names are in no particular order. I just started building them. Huge shout out to all of you. Huge shout out to everyone who's been here throughout the 100-hour series that is finally coming to an end. I can't believe it. We did it. We beat Amalgalich for the first time in my life. I think I've started RLCraft at least 5 times, and I've never taken it this far. I've never been able to go all the way for the final boss. I always burn out on it, or I just, I just don't stick through and finish it. These 5 names are on the list of the people who helped me to get to that goal of completing RLCraft. So I'll say them again. Beirut, Tato, Milf Hunter, Luca, Corndog. Thank you for your very explicit support throughout the series. For keeping the chat active and lively, keeping me motivated to stick with this new journey, doing all the fun streaming stuff. And as Beirut has said in the chat, baby Trev back here, little kindergarten 2005, 2006 it says, baby Trev, would be very proud of all that we have accomplished and all that we will continue to do in future series. This is the end of RLCraft, but it is far from the end of me. You will see more of me, and you will probably won't be that long before you see more of me. So yeah, I'm just gonna not make it awkward. I'm gonna outro. So, we love T-Boy TM. If you've enjoyed RLCraft, like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Follow on twitch.tv/tboytm. Do all those fun things that help me continue to grow so I can continue making these contents, getting them to new audiences. I've had so much fun. This has been awesome. It's surreal. I should check the YouTube stats, but like 100 hours of content up if you've missed any moments of the RLCraft series. I'll still have to edit down probably 2 more RLCraft episodes, those like 15-minute episodes where we beat Asmodeus and where we beat Amalgalich. I still owe a couple of tier list episodes that I have planned, so there's not a complete strict stop to RLCraft content right now, but we are done streaming it. That was the end. Unfortunately, it would have been really cool if we had, for our 100-hour RLCraft finale, gotten to 100 subscribers on YouTube, but we're sitting at 95 at the moment. So if you're watching this and you want to tip us over the edge, I would really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who made this journey possible. The names in the sky, which if I turn my camera just right, you can still see. Wolf Hunter's missing a letter, but here. Can I get them all? I don't know if I can get them all. This would be a good thumbnail. Shout out to all these people and everyone else who has been a part of this journey. Thank you so much. I will be back within the next couple of days with new content. So see you there. Bye-bye.